Blessings, blessings, blessings. What's happening, brothers?
What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Oh man,
Doing fantastic. And yourself, brothers.
I'm beautiful and wonderful.
glad to be here, man. Glad to be here. I've been freestyling last minute. Chris said, though, man, my link not working. Boy, I tell you, we have to work through these gremlins. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here, man. I'm glad to be here and be able to share some time and share some of this virtual space with the brothers. Have some conversations. Let go some of this cloudiness that I got up in here, brother Suave.
Yeah. What's going on, brother? How was your week?
Hey man, I absolutely had no complaints about it. You know, I'm trying to take every minute of everything as a learning experience, man. I'm just trying to steal as much knowledge as I can. That's the only thing that I can steal and don't go to jail for. So I'm trying to steal all the knowledge. I'm trying to learn lessons out of every single action in my life. I don't know why I'm getting in this mindset, but every interaction with everyone that I talk to, regardless if it's just a hey and a 2-minute conversation on the elevator, I'm trying to soak up something good out of it. Huh? Am I right about that? Or am I saying something wrong? Tell me.
Hey, let me ask you something. Do you, brother General? Does this sound low? Do you sound low?
Who, me? No. I hear everybody loud and clear.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Can you hear me good?
It just sound low, but it could be me. I don't know.
Okay.
hmm So I don't know what the deal is. It could be just. So anyway, so y'all ready to get it popping tonight?
Yes.
Oh, you know, me and all these mute buttons, man. I got my little board over here. I'm trying to get my engineering hustle on
Yeah,
over
I'm
here.
getting ready to try to go on my computer because everything sounds so low to me.
Okay. But
So I'm gonna see if I can go on my laptop.
you loud and clear to me.
Really?
Yeah, you loud and clear, man.
Wow.
Hey, Frat, we got a few more days, man. Founders Day in a couple of days.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh shoot. I need to get. Hey, Fred. I need to get my head together.
Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, man, Founders Day coming up. As a matter of fact, my granddaughter was born on Founders Day, bro. So I never forget her birthday.
I'm just trying to get this thing together so I can hear better. Just bear with me. I want to be able to hear everybody real well. But you guys say you can hear me well, can't you?
Yeah, I can hear you well. I'm sitting here, like I said, I'm still playing with mute buttons over here, man. I'm still playing with mute buttons. But brother General, how's the kids doing, man? Because with the spread of this this extra strength flu that's going around, man, and those kids they feel they're invincible. And I was a kid, I felt but everybody doing okay?
Everybody is doing okay because we're walking in divine, so we are invincible. You know what I mean? And when I say that we are invincible, you know, with the use of caution, of course. You see what I'm saying? With the use of caution. So we're following all guidelines that's put out by our government and whatnot. So, as long as we do what we're supposed to do, we will stay invincible. But we're in good health, we're in good strength, we're in good spirits. You know what I mean? No matter what's going on, like you said, I'm glad to be here for another day, another opportunity, another experience. You know what I mean? I'm just glad to be a part of. I'm just glad to be a part of it, and just taking every day at a time, every hour at a time, and every minute at a time, if you know what I mean.
I'm still struggling over here, brother.
How we sounding, brother Suave? How we sounding? You clearing your throat a lot, man. You need to get you some tea or something.
No, I got this spray and I just used it, but obviously it hadn't kicked in.
Right, I got you. I got you. We
Yeah.
still sounding low?
In fact, guess what, brother? It's 17 degrees here.
Good luck.
You're good luck.
Good luck. It's more like 71 where we are now.
Oh, so it's 17 here and it's 71 there.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's something like that. I mean, it's no, wait, let me see. It's somewhere like that, man. But yeah,
It dropped down over here where I'm at in Georgia. Earlier it was around 60s, high 60s. We had 52 right now. We have 52 right now because it dropped
52
down, but we're going back up tomorrow, back up to the 70s. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good stuff.
Well, I'll see what it's like tomorrow here. Either way it goes, we all gonna be all right in our 3 separate locations.
Absolutely. Well, you know how South Florida is, man. South Florida gonna be South Florida. I just said, it's 72 degrees. I'm sorry, not 71, but 72.
Oh man.
Hey, you see me in short sleeve? I got on shorts, man, and no socks. Man, come on, bro. And that's the only reason I live down here, man. I don't have to deal with battle with old Jack Frost. Y'all can have Jack all day.
Yeah.
You guys have Jack. Keep him. Please keep him.
Mm-hmm. So what we gonna be getting in tonight, man? Because it was some things I was thinking about, so I just wanted to see what you guys had on your mind.
Well, you know what? I think one thing that you thinking about, Friday Eve and just being able to have some good conversations with some good brothers, man. I mean, really, that feeds my soul. I can't front, to be able to just have some good conversations in a relaxed environment, just no stress. And, for me, that fulfills me, man. So I just felt as though I would just keep the format the way we've been having it. Whatever comes out, and we talk about it, man. Just whatever. If you had something in the week that happened to you, bring it to the table. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Like the old Cat Williams say, somebody called and they called the wrong number, but you called the wrong number. But if you don't get them, call me back. We'll figure this thing out. Hey, man, let's figure it out, man. Let's just talk and build. That's what I'm here for, brothers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the reason I was saying, because it was just, reason I was asking that, because it was just some things I was just thinking about, and I didn't want to seem like I was dictating the things, but I was just really posting something today. I was just real absolutely happy about being in a position to help others, being in that position to encourage others, being in a position to empower others through my coaching, through my therapy, through my books, through my lectures. And I was sitting there just really having this sense of gratitude. And I think what prompted those feelings was I was reading a review. You know how sometimes you go back and review, how people like your services or how they rank you as in a medical profession, mental health professions, or whatever. So I read a review. So I thought it was, a lot of times they just real short. This thing was very long, but it was just saying so much. And it says it started off with Dr. Suave saved my life. It started off like that, and just that right there, just boom. It was just that first sentence was like, it was almost like when Hester caught that football when Chicago was playing the Colts. He started off, bam, and that's how that review started off. And like I say, it was long, but as I read, it was just so many different areas. Just what they were sharing about, their experience, where they was and where they're at now. And it's just, to me, because you know how sometimes when people look at success, our society, a certain percentage, not all, normally see a view of success based on the monetary things. But I'm gonna tell you, it's gratifying to me to be able to be in a position to change someone's life. And that was one of the things that I was always committed to. Is that anytime I run across somebody, I want to leave something that would be lasting and make an impact on their life, no matter if I see them or not. And what this person was basically saying, that I saved their life, and even though our professional relationship is over, they have been empowered and learned so much that they can carry on their life without me, and be able. And then they said one of the things that they would do is pay for it. And I said, that's gratifying enough and that's all I can ask for, is you to pay for it, because it's important no matter where we at in life. When people are doing something or have done something for us, we pay for it. It's just like the doors was open for us, as people who mentored us and gave us some insight and took time for us. And that's what we have to do, and I think that's what we three of us do, for others. So many things we do when we're not around one another, when nobody's checking off about all the things we do in terms of helping people. Nobody sees, what we're doing. We just see each other face to face every on Friday Eve. But the things that you do in terms of with your children, your wife, community, everything. Everyone don't always see those things. A little private conversations, a little words of encouragement, those things that you do for other people. No one's checking off that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's because someone sold in us and we're paying for it and so on to others, And that just was something that I wanted to share, with the listening audience, sharing with my brothers. And, and again, it's an honor for me to be in a position to do those things.
What's up, brother General? Hey, man, brother Suave, man. Like I said, I'm one of your biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it works for me. I'm one of your biggest fans, so I just love what you do. I know where your heart is, and it's so many characteristics about you that I pull from and I admire about you. Like I said, especially your ability to reinvent, man. I mean, I try to soak up all of that vibe all the time because that's one thing that I really admire about you. And being the independent brother that you are, because I know you, like we were talking a few weeks back, that when you were doing the things you did, people thought that you were weird. You know what I'm saying? So and I understood because I'm that same with the same type personalities. So it's not a misunderstanding for me, and I could always appreciate it. But you always been you, man, and you've always been a stand-up guy and truthful and pure at heart, and honest. And that's one thing that I could always appreciate, because I much rather for somebody to call me what it is, tell me what it is. I much rather for you to be honest. I don't take it personal. A matter of fact, I love you more for being honest, because I need to understand where I'm lacking. Because you see stuff I don't see about me. So I can appreciate you, man, and I'm glad that you're doing what you're doing, and I know that you're doing what you love to do, and you're changing lives, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's what we're here to do, man. We're going to build this thing. It's not stop, because there's a purpose behind what we're doing, and whenever there's a purpose and we live into that purpose that we're supposed to do, God always blesses us in abundance. So that's why I'm looking for me now. I'm just starting to invite people to the Cipher. I mean, it's really going to be Cipher. It's going to be a conversation. It's going to be an issue of having real conversation here. We're going to truly build this thing. Next thing you know, before it's all said and done, we're going to have 500 faces on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. I'm honest, and that's what I'm to do. I'm starting to invite people. I'm like, look, I gotta, I've been in this training course, and I'm just been soaking up. God has just been really showing me some things, and I'm like, it says connect to your power base. Your power base is who you know, even if it's someone that that don't like you. The point is they know you. So that's an advantage for you. You have to pull the positive out of it. I mean, regardless, I would much rather deal with the person that knows me and don't like me than somebody who don't know me. At least the person who don't like me does know me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now that's what I'm saying. I'm looking to be able to tell stories and be able to create everyday superstars. So every face that comes on the screen can be a superstar in this circle. On this platform. That's what I really want to do. So and I want all of us to do that. I mean, someone, invite them to the Cipher. Invite them in, because we can put faces on this screen. But the good thing about it is we can start having some real conversation, because we need that. And that's the building component of what we have, is being able to come here and let it all go. You can talk about your week. You can let it and share anything. You can talk about the flat tire you got on the expressway and it was raining. Whatever. Just get it off your chest. Let's talk about it, because I actually, we were talking this morning, Brother Suave and Dr. Brother Suave, and we were talking about you and your awareness and your desire and your passion to brand yourself. And so, I just, me being the person I am, I'm just going to do some things. So first thing I did is went in, put Dr. Brother Suave in Google. I'm like, let me look my brother up, because you got to be there. You've been doing it for so long, and you come up. But the thing that caught me was the divine social therapist. That's interesting, man. Expound on that. I'm really trying to soak it up so I can really fully understand it. So explain to me the divine social therapist, because I think,
Okay, great.
yeah, tell me
Thanks.
about it.
Thanks for the opportunity to explain it. So again, if you notice, everything I have done for the 30 years, before people was doing the life coaching, before people was the church was starting to get conscious of mental health and everything, I did everything from a social, spiritual, and clinical perspective. And I knew that in my weird way of thinking, or I came up with my philosophy, I knew that, how people always did things, and I always challenged things. So people say the Trinity was the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. So I would always say Trinity was, in my set, social, spiritual, and clinical. Hot, warm, and water. I mean, hot, cold, and warm. Passive, assertive, and aggressive. The three that makes everything perfect. You understand? And so I looked at things, because I remember how the church would say pray on it, and then the people who was in the mental health profession said just do this, and other people say, man, nobody want to hear all that, nobody want to hear this. And when we put all together, it allows us to all operate and understand the significance of our spiritual perspectives, also understanding that we all live in this real world, a social world, and we getting influenced by those things, in addition to the mental health component, and it all plays a major part in how we function. So what I did was, I'm like, they have names for everything, and I'm very creative, coming up with things like the Suavicon, my Suave Cavalier. Like, what we're doing is a menage a suave, is a threesome and a conversation that consists of me, conversation, gaming, or dialogue, as long as I'm involved, So then I thought about the divine, the spiritual, the social, and the therapist. You get it? So I'm the divine social therapist, So I can be able to cover everything and create my own theories, because in the mental health profession, you're not allowed to bring up spiritual things without the consent of the patient. Now you're talking about in the church things. A lot of times they only talk about the church things, and then sometimes when we're getting some coaching or something, they only talk about one or the other. So I like to combine the things that make person get empowered from all three perspectives. And so it's like when somebody creating something, and I did say on my business card, I'm a creator. So I created that title, Divine Social Therapist.
I believe that it defines who you are, and that's why when I saw it, it was like you hit me in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like you just hit me real quick in the mouth. With a quick fist. That's the way it hit me. I like the way that it stands out. Not only that, it defines exactly who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and the understanding that you can establish with someone for them to be able to understand the balance. And that's why when you brought up the Holy Trinity and you said, the three, here it is us three. So we talk about this tripod, we talk about this Trinity right here.
Absolutely.
Oh, and then the thing that I love about it is we have a generational gap, but at the same time, he's bringing his load. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing but beauty up in this thing, man. Only thing you can do is just elevate and take off. But yeah, I'm sitting here looking at Google right now. So Neighborhood Planet, NPN TV is here, and we definitely here to make sure that Dr. Brother Suave, the brand, is definitely understood, the service, you know, that you provide, the therapy that you provide. I mean, that's our purpose here. We're here to build everything. We're here to be able to make sure that we can push the fatherhood initiative because it's so important. I mean, I've been an advocate of fatherhood since 2000, and I don't forgot. But I mean, I was actually the commissioner of one of their committees with my county's parent teacher association. So men in education, and we were talking about fatherhood. So it's really coming back full circle for me, because they say life is just just continuous cycles. So it's coming back full cycle for me, and I love the fact of what you're doing, but you actually represent it and you live it. So that's the beauty of it. I mean, there's stories to tell, and just like you, Brother Suave, you have your own way of doing your things. You have your own way of engaging and connecting with someone to help them to be able to attain what they need. That might not be what people might consider traditional. But the point is, it's proven. It works. Just like you were talking about your review. That shows it works. That first line, if it doesn't stand out in somebody's face as a genuine review, a testimony, then that's your loss and your lack of understanding, because that is huge sentence for someone to say. And I'm just sitting here relishing in it, man. You guys just jump in, because I'm sitting here and I'm just feeling it. And I just love the fact of what we're building here. And I really feel so great about what we're going to evolve to in 2022. I really feel that we're going to go leaps and bounds, because I think that we will continue to refine these things and be able to refine ourselves and create a center point of energy where we can really move forward with these. So I'm anticipating, man. But like always, I can't forget, cheers to the brothers. Blessings. I hope your week went well. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself in this whatever is going on, the COVID flu and all that stuff. So cheers. You get an Academy Award for that one, Brother Suave. What's up, fellas?
Hey, oh man, you judging me, man? Oh man.
I just want to touch on a couple things. Just where do I start? I'm gonna start with modus operandi. Modus operandi. Modus operandi is, by definition, meaning the way that you do things, the way things get done. You see what I'm saying? So when you said that the way you do things and how you created your own your own style to include the verbiage and the action, modus operandi came to my mind. And I just wanted to say, I was thinking about that today, because my post, I'm going to post today, and it said modus operandi, right? And it said a particular way or method of doing something. That's the definition. The next slide is going to say, what is your modus operandi of fatherhood? We could take fatherhood and we could put motherhood. We could take motherhood out and we could put psychology. We can put healing. We can put whatever it is that you have your own way of doing something. You see what I'm saying? What is your modus operandi when it comes to that? You see what I'm saying? Because that came to my mind today. Well, not even today, just the last couple of days. Your philosophy of doing things, your way of doing things. You see what I'm saying? And every kingdom has a way of doing something. You see what I'm saying? Every land, every state, even the states that's divided in the United States, every state has different laws and a modus operandi of doing something. You see what I'm saying? So what is your modus operandi when it comes to doing something? And how you can tell, or how I can tell that someone's way of doing something is working, is by the feedback of the ones who's receiving it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to start off, to say Dr. Suave saved my life. Saved my life. You know what I mean? Two parts. My life was going in this direction that it needed to be saving. Now, to go into imagination, you know what I mean? What would need saving that someone can come in and help you at? You see what I'm saying? When I think about that, I'm thinking like a kid is running and playing in the street and a car is coming. You see what I'm saying? They just grabbed them out the way in the instant time. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking about an ER doctor who jumped in and the nurses jumped in and the staff jumped in and they just plugging the holes or whatever. And the nick of time saved them. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking about, someone about to have a deadly fall, and you see those videos where somebody catches the child, or they dump in the water and they save someone from drowning. You see what I'm saying? So when I hear save my life, I know that it was detrimental in some way, that direction that it was going. And then to know that, or to point out that that person stopped that from happening, they changed my course of life. You see what I'm saying? They touched my bloodline. You know what I mean? So saving my life starting it off, just it's heart touching. You know what I mean? I had to sit back for a little bit and hold it in. And it leads me to my next question that I ask myself, and I just say to others sometimes, you know what I mean? And I say it's a lot to my kids. How many lives have you saved? How are you paying it forward? You see what I'm saying? What does that mean? You see what I'm saying? Paying it forward. You know what I mean? Intent, purpose. And you got a lot of times people say purpose, right? So I'm like, okay, purpose. What you mean by purpose? I'm gonna tell you what I mean by purpose. Purpose, by definition, is the reason for which something is done. The reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. So we can have multiple purposes. You see what I'm saying? And then, your intent. What's your purpose when you're doing something? A lot of times, and I'm not going to say a lot. There are some, I'll say that. There are some medical professionals who don't have the same purpose behind doing something. There's certain people in your life or your circle who doesn't have the same purpose, motive in being in your life. You see what I'm saying? And how I can tell that, your modus operandi is working and is effective, you see what I'm saying? It's because I can feel your purpose through your work. Feel your purpose through your work. And I'm gonna cut it down short. Here I come. One other thing I asked myself the other day was, what is the body of my work? And can the body of my work be identified after, without me explaining it? Can the body of my work be identified without explanation? You see what I'm saying? Can somebody see your life and see the things that you've done and know the person you are from the people you touched? You see what I'm saying? Just off a second hand. You know what I mean? Because, growing up in the church, I knew Jesus off a second hand for a long time. You see what I'm saying? Off of my grandmother and my great grandmothers and the mothers of the church testimony, because they had testimony time back then. You see what I'm saying? So you knew them secondhand when you didn't have that experience. So the body of your work, is it felt without explanation? And then I know there's a lot. That's why I didn't say nothing for a while. You know what I mean? So it really did touch me when you said that, because, it's one thing to take a life, but it's at a whole nother level to save one. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to big you up on that. You know what I mean? Really big you up and just go deep on it, because it's something I've been thinking about too. And, I had to write my own mission statement. I just wrote it today. I'm going to read it real quick. Where you at? Mission statement. Said, Father to 6, mission to reach and impact one person a day through motivation, inspiration, and stimulate thoughts that provoke and cultivate actions that positively impact fatherhood, manhood, family, humanity, and life. You know what I mean? That's my mission. And when I say one person a day, that one person could just be me, because I'm included in that. How many times are we affecting ourselves in a positive way instead of going out there before we touch ours? Because I got to be the one that's inspired first before I can put some type of inspiration in you. You know what I mean? Because if the milk is spoiled inside the bottle, would I give it to the baby? No. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm not where I need to be at, whatever I'm pouring into you or putting into your drink or putting into your life, is it life-saving? Or is it, life-taking? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, one person at a time. And even if that person is me every single day, I'm satisfied with that. You know what I mean? So yeah, big ups to you. Big ups to you. Not only you, but you too, brother Sheldon, because we here because of you. You see what I'm saying? We are here because of you. And great ideas, great answers come from great questions and great collaboration. Would we be here right now had it not been for what you do at this very moment? You see what I'm saying? So we all have a part to play, no matter how small we see our part. I said this the last time. I'm going to celebrate every victory, no matter how small it is.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and get off because I'm long-winded. So go ahead.
No. You that last closing remark you said, and it's funny. Frat, well, I can testify that I said this earlier. I said, no matter what we are, how brilliant we are, or how good we are, his vision gave us the platform to do what we do. Because it's almost like Vince McMahon. He'll tell you, we was talking about this day. Vince McMahon had the WWF. Hulk Hogan had this big ego, or the Ultimate Warrior had this big ego. No matter how big they raise, if they don't have Vince McMahon platform, all that thing they build up, it just goes right back down. Because you remember, Hulk Hogan was the biggest thing out, and Ultimate Warrior. But when they got fired, you're like, what happened? Now, even though they had the WCW and then Ted Turner thing, but once that's gone, they had to go back, and nobody was big as Vince McMahon. He had the platform. He couldn't wrestle. He couldn't do anything, but he had that platform. So they needed him and his platform to show all the millions of followers they'll be able to see the person they really like. But it was his vision, his idea, and his idea even to create Hulkamania, So again, Sheldon, we talked about this today. So regardless of anything, we show a loyalty, appreciation, gratitude, and that's one of the things that you always talking about us, about while we always here, and you talking about what we do, bruh. Your vision, creating this platform, gives us opportunity to support you wholeheartedly, be committed to you, because as we committed to our craft, we committed to showing up and showing out. And we can't show up and show out if we ain't got nowhere to go.
Ain't got nowhere to show up at.
We appreciate you, man. Hats off to you. Hats off to you.
I appreciate
they're trying to be all humble.
I appreciate I am humble, but you know what? I clown too now. Don't take it wrong. Hey, I'm good at what I do. That's one thing I can say. And I appreciate for me, it's the point of having the appreciation, having your support, man. And the thing that really made me feel good today was just my wife's, her demeanor about it. And to my baby, you got the show tonight, and she asked me that every week. So really that motivates me even more, but it's that more things are coming to light for me. And like I said, really it's been last year was a year of discovery for me. This year is a year of implementation of that discovery. So that's why I'm here every week. And it doesn't matter. That's the plan. Regardless, we're gonna be on the platform every week. And then, and speaking to you, Dr. Brother, it's just the fact of being able to bring your component to the table, and then Brother Father to 6. We're gonna bring your component to the table. So I'm just excited about being able to provide the programming and help to be able to create this vision and be able to control this imagery. Because really that's the most important thing for me is I'm here to. My goal is to control the imagery and dictate the narrative of who we are. And that's why for me, it's always about, like I said, branding Black America to the world and helping them to understand that we are who we are. We don't need nobody to define who we are to the rest of the world. We can do it for ourselves because we're that intelligent. So that's the imagery I'm looking to display here. And tonight, man, y'all to knock my head against some cement right now, because the conversations that we've been having and just listening to what's going on, man, we are ready to kick 22 in the mouth starting off on the first Friday, man. I'm excited because I can't wait to rewatch this show, because y'all opening my mind up to so many other things, and to be able to have a cerebral environment like that to help to fertilize my thoughts and my mind and my creativity and my ideas and my passion. you know, it's rare because I am an emotional person. Even though I'm a highly logical person, I'm extremely emotional. I'm a passionate person, and I love what I do, and that's why I love the fact of who you guys are, because, you know, brother General, you know, you so succinct about notes and definitions and meanings. And I love that about you because you're highly analytical. And then you, brother Swab, you bring your creativity and that spirituality in, and then you bring the forethought. And I can soak it up, and then you include it with your ability to be able to recreate yourself. Man, I could be here all night about this. So don't let me just really get on it. But I just appreciate you guys, man. And again, being here with me, supporting me. And as we're going to build this thing, like I said, I'm looking to have 1,000 faces on the screen if I can. And it's just conversations going on, and being able to have so many faces and have one conversation. Can you imagine that? Listening and sharing. That's what I'm looking for us to do here. And that's why I said, if you know anyone, invite them. We'll expand it where we can continue to put faces on this thing, man, and have some conversations. We might have to widen the screens out and get bigger screens, but
Okay.
man, let's make it work. We can do it, man. It's the Cipher. It's the Cipher. Let's do it.
And you know, this is just great. You know, I guess we do have to put a little more work into making sure we do our invites, because, you know, some people need to soak up some of this stuff, and we need to soak up some of their stuff, and we can collaborate, share ideas, and meet more people and bring more people into the cipher. Because, great minds think alike, and again, bringing other people and learning, and expanding our network, so it's definitely be good, because the thing is, we're able to engage in dialogue on a weekly basis. It's positive. It doesn't have to be anything. And the thing is, we have been able to consistently do it without subscribing to the negative media that goes on in society. And we all know things been going on, and that never been part of our dialogue. So we're able to talk about, because again, the bottle's half full in our mind. It's not half empty. And we don't get strengthened by negativity. We get strengthened by positivity. And we gravitate to positivity as opposed to negativity. And we're able to do these things, like it's nothing, because it's so much we have to offer, and so much positive energy that we have. And in addition to it, stimulate each and every week as we engage. I enjoy it. I had a question, General. Listen,
yes, sir.
When I was thinking about this, have you ever been is not accused, but have anybody ever said that you seem to be wise beyond your years?
Yeah. I've gotten that a lot. Yes, I have. Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, because the reason I wanted to know, because so in your lifetime, the responsibilities, the commitment, the dedication, it seems like you able to just go with it, and just really enjoying the privilege of fatherhood. I remember when we had one of our first shows about the honor it is to be a father. So share with us some of the experiences and the dialogue that you have had with people who say you wise way beyond your years, and who were they in terms of the relationship with you, or had they been strangers, or just someone who knew you or heard about you?
Well, most recently, I say this is my dad. I talked to my dad the other day. Well, we talk, we do it like the once, twice a week here thing, kind of thing. You know what I mean? We're not, I don't know. Some families, and some people, they talk to their parents every day, but something with my dad, we talk here and there. But when we do talk here and there, it's more of the quality, the chunk, that meat, and potatoes. You know what I mean? And we really get it in. So he was like, I just want to say, every time I talk to you, son, you're amazing. I'm like, oh, dad, I'm like, hey, I got it from. He stop. He said, stop, don't you do it. Stop it. I'm giving you a compliment. You are amazing. Don't try to downplay us like you normally do. Don't you do it. You know what I mean? Take this compliment and you just take it. Don't say nothing. All right. So, I'm like, all right, Dad, you know what I mean? So he's like, you are amazing. Every time I talk to you, you blow my mind away. Every time. He's like, I call you for advice. He's like, usually people, the sons call the dads for advice, but he's like, I call you for advice. And I just want to say you are, but beyond your years, you are amazing. And I want to say thank you, And then I'm gonna just go into one more thing. My aunt, she she did something special for me and my family. I'm already starting to choke up a little bit. And it wasn't even the value monetarily. I was able to feel and tap into the love and the energy and the effort that was put in behind the gift that she's given us. You know what I mean? And the message that I received from that spiritually, you know what I mean, was this. This is the feeling that you give to others. This is the feeling that you give to others. So if you ever doubted yourself or you ever felt like this was too much to do, or you ever felt like, I'm hanging up my hat, know what you're no longer giving to others. You're giving to others a feeling that breaks them down to a point where they can't even express the gratitude that you've given them. And I tell my kids this too, and I know I'm going a little off topic. I told them, I said, it's easy to cuss somebody out and bring their mood down. It's very simple to say bad things to someone and bring them from here to off camera down here. But it takes a strong and special person to bring somebody from down here off camera, even above right here, we can get air, just to get air. Then to continuously bring them up. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no prescription for this. You can't go to the ER and get stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? And it takes a skill to be able to put in and heal someone in that manner. You know what I mean? That's why everyone can't be a negotiator. So when it hit the fan and they can't go in with the guns blazing, they got to call the negotiator. Because that man or woman is able to use their words as the force to get everybody out safely. You see what I'm saying? A true healer. You know what I mean? A master healer. And I said, do you want to use your manipulation for good or for bad? Because of what it is, how do you manipulate the words and the feelings around you? I said, that's what a superhero is. They use their powers for good. What's the opposite of a superhero? A villain. They use their powers and their abilities and their mindset, everything that's inside, for bad or for a selfish meaning. So I've been told a lot that I'm beyond my years, but I always humble myself down. And we had a class. It's so funny that you asked about humble. We just had a class on what is humble. I just gave my kids a class about humility on Saturday. And that was like their third class on it within a recent time. But, being humble means to bring your self-worth down, your achievements down, estimate it below what it is. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to humble myself down because I believe that everything that I have received is a gift that I've experienced from others. You know what I mean? And I'm just honored to be in a position to be obedient to the teachings that I've been taught and still learning. You know what I mean? So it's an honor. It is. And I've been told multiple times, and it feels good. And it's a responsibility that I don't hold lightly. You see what I'm saying? It's like your debit card, and that's the last one. You know what I mean? You ever had that debit card back in the day and it's broken? It's like half, you know what I mean? It's hanging on. You holding on to that joint, or a key. You see what I'm saying? Something that's valuable to you. It may not look valuable to others. Be like, nah, this is it. You know what I mean? That's how I see my responsibility and not only as a father, but as a person who walks in victory. Because if I don't walk in victory, nobody else is going to know how to do the strut. They don't know how to walk it. You see what I'm saying? Because I watched others. You know what I mean? And being victorious is walking in times when it don't look like you're winning. You ever been there where you're walking and you don't feel like you're winning? You see what I'm saying? Even though you're taking steps to get closer, it seems like you're going further. You know what I mean? So I take that because it's something about being a runner when you see somebody in front of you, right? And you're like, man, I can catch them. I can catch them. You know what I mean? But if you don't see nobody in front of you, like, damn, when's the next mile marker? Where's the finish line? Where's the turning point at? I'm that person that people see and say, you know what? I see him right there. I can catch up. Oh, he did it. I could do it too. Because I know if I don't show up to work, how many other people will be lost? If you don't show up to work, how many people will be lost? If you don't show up to work, how many other people will be lost? You see what I'm saying? So who is going to show up? And this is my work. And I'm showing up every day. You know what I mean? Because I enjoy it. That's why. Because I enjoy it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to say that.
Absolutely. You know, we definitely, that's what we're here for. We want to hear your heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing because we have to recognize our own skills and in reflection of talking about humility. At the same time, God wants us to honor our gifts and our talents too. We got to be confident in ourselves. I mean, look at Jesus. There was no one in existence ever been more confident than him. You know, Jesus was the most confident individual ever to exist. He changed the universe.
He always says, though, you know, I can only do this because of the Father who works within me, who's inside me. You see what I'm saying? So who's inside you? You know what I mean? Do you? And that's something I ask myself, and I know I'm just going in, but I ask myself, who's inside me? You know what I mean? What's that strength that Jesus was talking about when he said the Father is in me? You see what I'm saying? Where's that strength in me? That them days where you like, damn, I don't feel like doing this today. Shit, I don't feel like, you know what I mean? But you get up and do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, let me go ahead and turn it back over.
Yeah, man, and I understand. But really, like I was saying, it's really about the confidence. Yeah, we have to be humble and understand where our strength comes from. But all at the same time, we still need to celebrate our talents, our skills, and the purpose that God put us here and what He gave us to make sure that we can live that purpose because He has. And that's when the responsibilities start, when we recognize the reason why. And that's why I'm glad you guys are here supporting me because this is the start of it for my why. You know, being able to have these platforms for us to be able to build what we love because love is the most powerful thing on this earth. And in the universe. But yeah, man, let me run a quick station identification. Let me see if I can run my station identification. All right. Okay, we done switched up the scenery too, huh? We done came in a different format. I like this format a little bit. I think this is the one that we was on before. We came back in a different format, Frat.
Mm-hmm.
You see us? You see us? You see us? Yeah, fellas. I'm glad we're here and we were talking about building some space for you, Dr. Brother, and putting that together. So I think that'll be a great project. And of course, we got to do something for you, Brother General.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, we got to listen. We got to use this thing. And right now, all we have is us. So you know what? It's a big playground. Just look at it as we the only three kids on the playground. They just put a merry-go-round, a brand new merry-go-round on it. They just put some brand new swings on it, some brand new monkey bars on it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look, we just need to play. We need to build this thing, Brother Swab. I can't wait till you get your invitees on. And we can be able to start doing some things and being able to help them to be able to brand as well. Because again, this is a tool for us. We're a public broadcasting system. You know, so we have the ability to do everything we need, and not only that is the reason that we're looking to be able to build and profit with a purpose. That's my whole point, is to profit.
Okay.
So we're gonna use this network as a tool to be able to educate, to be able to entertain, to be able to engage people, to come in and to empower people with the content that we provide them with. And Brother Suave, I want people to share your mind with you. That's the part for me that excites me, is the point they get a chance to share your mind and your philosophy about things, to be able to have a different outlook. And I think that's important. I think people need to try to nourish their spirits and nourish their souls, as well as the rest of themselves, you know. And I think that, you know, the mental component of that, the mental part of it, is extremely important for your spirit. I think they have a direct connection with each other to be able to help you to have that balance, because if those two things in order, the physical stuff you can do as far as the challenges and the stressful moments for a minute, because, you know, if your mind is not conditioned the right way, then it's going to be problematic for you. But I think if your mind is conditioned, and this is just my opinion, I think if your mind is conditioned the right way, you can handle it better. And I think that's what the older generations were, because they took what they were given and made the best out of it. I think that's what I learned more so from anything from the older generation. You know, instead of them getting slop from the pigs, they turned it into a delicacy called chitlins. You know, and you know what I'm saying? So we've always been creative and innovative, and that's the thing I appreciate about you, because you do still have that old spirit. And that's one thing I like about our platform, though. Even though you're a youngin', you still got that old spirit, man. And that's what I love about it. So, you know, that's the uniqueness of what we're bringing to the table.
Absolutely.
But you have that old spirit. So you do have wisdom, which I think is
a lot of it,
a sharper sword than just being smart. I think that wisdom is a much sharper sword than being smart. To me, being smart is you've been given something that you've read or whatever, and you get a test and you can spit it back out. That's smart to me.
Regurgitating information.
Exactly. But wisdom is a different level. So that's why tonight I can't wait. I'm glad I got this, what we had tonight. That's chronicled, because it was dope to me. This is one of our dopest shows just from what we shared tonight. And this is what I anticipate going into 2020 of us and everything that we got our hands into and extensions of us. And I'm just excited about it, man. Y'all just don't understand it right now. I'm just really excited.
Yeah. That brother Wise, you know, you hit it. It's you know, regurgitating information. Intelligence can be measured by standardized test scores and results, but that wisdom, that's that intangible. You don't have to learn how to read. You don't even have to have vision. You don't have to know how to do anything, but you can have that internal vision to know, which is the wisdom, to know what's in the best interest of everybody, yourself and others, you know. Because think about it. Our elders, who probably didn't have any education, were sharecroppers or anything, but they knew the benefits of trying to make sure they saw into the lives of the young, so they would sacrifice and deal with some things, knowing that they hard work, because they saw it. They saw the vision, and they're like, okay, you better do this. You young, you use your strength, go get education. I'll work hard and do this, because once you do that, we can do this, and I can do this, and work through you. That was wisdom. They didn't have any education, but they knew how to guide you. It's just like when we have children, and sometimes our children are smart and say, "God, Mom, Dad, you don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that." You say, "Oh, you so smart." Yes, I'm smart. Okay, well, guess what? Mom and Dad gonna sit on our butt. We're not gonna do something. Let me let y'all figure this out. They can't figure it out. They smart, but they can't figure it out. They don't know how to put them books together. They don't know how to manage the house, pay the bills, and what decisions to make, but they're smart because they don't know the benefits of wisdom, you know? And then they see how much they don't know when we just go ahead and let them try to do things on their own. They can't figure it out. And then they say, stop playing. I can't do this. Oh, you're so smart. Come on, stop playing. I don't know. And they start panicking because they realize they don't have that internal instincts, that wisdom, all those intangibles, because they so used to the standardized tests and looking at measured results based on regurgitated information, you know. And this is why when we talk about being kings, we talk about being fathers, we talk about being leaders, the reality is a man never had to be smart as his helpmeet, because we had the vision. We was ordained to be the leaders. We saw things, we made decisions, and we had to put our emotions aside and make decisions because our emotions would offset our purpose and a vision that was ordained in us to go ahead and lead our families, you know? So we had to, and so when we had our helpmeets, they was intelligent, they was brilliant, and we used their intelligence and our wisdom and put it together. We was able to build legacies. So we have to understand purpose and why things have meanings and names. And Frat was talking about that, you know, intelligence, yeah, is one thing, but wisdom is another, you know.
I like that. I like that. It brings to my mindset because, you know, I talk to my kids about this as well. What's wisdom? You know what I mean? What is it to be wise? You know what I mean? It's a quality. You know what I mean? Everybody has qualities, yes, but this particular quality is a measurement. Move the camera. It's a measurement from low to high. You see what I'm saying? Low to high. So on the wise side, you have a higher quality. You see what I'm saying? You're measured higher. What are you measured on? Experience, number one. Experience. Because you can be smart, like you said, about a lot of things, but if you have not been through it, just like any training, military, police officers, first responders, even demolition, anything, any job, experience trumps all. Experience trumps all. So having a higher measure of experience, okay, knowledge, not just having the information, you know what I mean? But do you know it without knowing that when you need to know it? Do you know it on the spot? And then put all that together with good judgment. Can you put all that stuff that you learn, experience, you know, and make the correct, the appropriate, the right judgment call, and then live behind that? You see what I'm saying? You know, because you know, I was having a conversation with someone, and this got deep, and this might get a little deep, but you know, that's what we want, right? We want the viewers to really feel it. So I'm about to put it out there. And there's a scenario. This is not real, so this is just because sometimes, you know how you just like to talk to, you know what I mean, just talking. And the conversation was, they seen a news article about somebody's child getting killed or something, and the parent was like, you know, I want death. You know what I mean? And the individual was like, you know what? If my child was to get killed, you know, I'm going out there. And I said, you know what? I don't know if I will be able to go out there because I have not experienced that, and I don't want to experience that. But at the same time, I have kids. If something was happening to one of my children, I have 5 other children. I have to think about my actions affecting the other 5 that's remaining. Who's going to raise them like I raised them? You see what I'm saying?
Nobody.
Okay. Secondly, I got other people who's dependent on me. There's people who depend on me being alive and making the right decisions. Okay. There's a long line. Okay. And when I say a long line, it may not be as detrimental as my children, but there's people who depend on me to make the right call because they need me and I'm needed. Because there's people I could call on that I'm like, yo, I need your help, bro. But if they make the wrong decisions, I can't call on them. So going back to wisdom, okay, the quality or the measurement of your experience, your knowledge, and then you making the decision on the good judgment, the good decision, the right decision. Because I don't believe in good or wrong. I believe right at the time. You see what I'm saying? The right decision at that moment. And the only way you start getting right at the moment decisions is if you start making them consistently. And you got to be wrong sometimes, because there's a lot of wrong decisions I made. But I make the right ones now because I've made the wrong ones before, or I've seen someone make the wrong ones. I experienced through their experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So wisdom, all of that put together. And I may be wiser than my kids or wiser than some others, but there's still, like you said, it's half full. I still got room to get poured into. You know what I mean? I'm not the wisest, you know what I mean? And I'm always, a student of life.
Mm.
I'm 100% with you on that one. I'm 100% with you on that one. And and another part of wisdom too is to make sure that you have wise counsel. And that's one thing that coming into this therapeutic platform that's what fulfills me, because I got my doctor. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is for me. That's what you have to have wise counsel. And the counsel that works for me is the cerebral counsel, someone that can really connect with me and engage me mentally, if it's cerebrally, my mind and my thought process, because it's my mind. My mind is my superpower. So to be able to have someone who can help to relieve the pressures on my mind is therapy for me. So that's why I love the issue of my brother Suave here, because I can relate totally. The thing is, he's relative for me. When he and I talk, it's like the Matrix. It's like the wire goes in me. And I can appreciate it, because there's not too many people I can talk to like that, because for me, I'm so cerebrally elevated. And, people can take that how they want to. I mean, my IQ test, I was a 137, but but I'm so cerebrally elevated that sometimes they can't reach me. And it's not anything to look at, anything slighted, but it's just the fact that you got to be able to touch me in those three components: spiritually, mentally, and physically. That balance that you talk about, brother Suave. So that's something that you reach me like that. I can relate to you. You're one of the very few brothers, and I hate to say it, really, but that I can relate to, and that I can connect to, and that I can soak up things from, rather. And it's no knock on none of my brothers. Everybody know that my brothers know I love them all. But the thing is, we connect and engage with each other in different ways and for different purposes, for different reasons. We balance each other out. And the one thing I can say is, for that trilogy that you talk about, for that divinity that you talk about, the mind, body, and spirit, that holy trinity, that's something that you reach me with. And I appreciate it. And that's why I love coming here, and I love being able to open up and talk, because I have conversations here that I don't have anywhere else. And I'm honest, and the world can see me, and it's just and I'm just that old school dude where I was raised by an old school guy that was born in 1919, where I do cuff. I do keep it to myself. I do hide it, and like, hey, no, this is mine. This is me. This is me. I can't share that with you. But when I come here, I feel comfortable enough to share, man. And I appreciate that for you guys bringing that out of me. I'm comfortable to share and go into an emotional space that I'm not used to going into. I'm just being honest about it, because I was raised, like you were talking about, Brother Swab. It's not about emotions. Not for us, not where we came from. It's not about emotions. We got to use that balance of intelligence and emotions to be able to make sure we can make the right decisions to take care of ourselves and our families. That's just how it works. We got to be able to think on our feet. We don't get the comfort of being able to be relaxed. We always got to be, acute and alert and focused and paying attention and attentive. We have to be those things, in my opinion. Because the world really haven't changed too much. It might have disguised itself in different ways, but the world hasn't changed too much. And we know what I mean by that. But hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all for, even, like I said, being able to help me to continue to discover myself even more and be able to bring out more of me so I can share. Because I believe that's the power of what we bring here, is being able to share genuinely and unapologetically who we are. And that's the thing that I love about it, because there's no pretentiousness in this platform. And I love that, man. I appreciate y'all for that.
You know what? I'm
Well,
gonna say this. I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
say this. One of the things I say to my kids, and we have a family motto. We have a family motto, and our family motto is always be ready, always be alert. And I broke it down to them. I'm like, always being ready means being as prepared as possible. You can't be ready for every single thing, but are you as prepared as you can be? You see what I'm saying? Are you as prepared as you can be? That's being ready. And then being alert. Okay. Alert means to have situational awareness. Situational awareness. Do I have awareness of my situation? And my situation is my surroundings included. Included. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm always ready and I'm always alert, I'm always prepared, or as most prepared I can be, and most alert I can be. You see what I'm saying? I feel as their leader that you can go out there and you can tackle whatever obstacle come in your way. You see what I'm saying? So my final thoughts to everyone, I know we're getting on our end, is modus operandi. Modus operandi, your way of doing things. Ask yourself, what is my modus operandi? And if I am, if I'm using someone else's, does it fit the need, or is it serving me and or my family? You see what I'm saying? And maybe I might have to sit down and reevaluate things, because just like a business sits down and looks at the books and reevaluates, just like a doctor to a patient sits down and reevaluates their treatment plan as needed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When do you sit down and reevaluate your treatment plan for you and yours? Modus operandi, father to six, to general.
Nothing else I have to say after that.
Brother Swab, my doctor, Brother Swab, man, we definitely gotta catch up. We gotta catch up on some things, man, and definitely put together that thing with you. But brothers, again, I appreciate y'all, man, and I'm again, I just love being here, and we're starting to be a little bit more succinct and have some amazing conversations and everything like that. Brother General, I love you, man. I appreciate you, but I think that word is modus operandi. I think that's what it is, if I'm not mistaken. But you're right. You hit me with that, and the thing is that for some reason, those thoughts today has been something, because I've been constantly going through these training programs. Like I said, I'm in this age of discovery right now, and so I've been trying to learn as much as I can and take lessons out of everything. For some reason, I don't know what kind of glitch I'm on right now, but I'm just on one, and it's just being able to come here and soak it up, and being able to understand that we're all on the same wavelength. And that's what I love about you, man. You just so technical, and you be coming up with the meanings, and I'm soaking it up. I'm sitting over here taking notes. I'm over here taking little notes on the side. That's why y'all be seeing my eyes be cutting to the side. I be looking at the live stream and taking notes at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm in school. I love that I'm learning. I'm love that I'm absorbing y'all energy. I mean, I learn something every time I come on the platform, man. I'm just excited about this whole thing. I'm excited about 2022. And I think that we're going to be able to bring this vision into more of a cute orb and circle. And I'm open to all of you guys. I'm open to y'all ideas, man. I'm open to whatever injections you want to put in, whatever ideas you got, man. Let's just continue to build this thing, because like I said, when we get 100 faces on this screen and to be having these conversations, and my brother and my doctor brother get on there and start talking to him, man, come on, man, don't get me started. Happy Friday Eve, brothers. Take care of yourself. I know they're saying that the what they call it, the COVID flu, is they put those two words together, COVID and flu. I don't know if it's flu COVID or COVID flu. So they said that's out there, and then everybody, we're getting 400,000 a day and all that stuff.
Wow.
So fellas, take care of yourself out there, and be well. Love those who love you back. Please do that. Remember, y'all are great, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. There's nothing that y'all can do about being great. And I love y'all, brothers, man. And sure, y'all have nothing else to say? Y'all have nothing else to say? Oh man, blessings, brothers. Love y'all, man. Thanks for coming in. So we gonna shut it down.